Eagles fans, we're looking around and we're saying, why wouldn't anybody want to come be the offensive coordinator of this team? Let me explain this to you. If you go 3 and out 2 times in a row in the first quarter, the fans are going to boo you. They egged the last offensive coordinator's house. So we do it to ourselves a little bit. Not to mention Nick Sirianni. First off, I'm not the biggest fan of the guy, but he is put in an uncomfortable position this upcoming season. If we don't pretty much go to a Super Bowl, they are going to fire this guy. So with that being said, why is he even the coach? So now I have to bark and take orders from a guy who's probably on thin ice, walking on eggshells the whole season. Not to mention, hey, if it's the West Coast living in California as to Philly, you can debate whether you would rather live in what place, or you could just move to New Jersey, whatever. But most people would probably live in California instead of Philly. Also, will the team be the same? You're not going to be signing up to coach A.J. Brown. You have an aging Saquon Barkley. That offensive line as of last year was despicable. I mean, what exactly are you signing up to have here? And you can't just say Jalen Hurts is the end all be all. I don't think calling Jalen Hurts limited is fair. I think you have to, as an offensive coordinator, work with your pros and your cons. And as an offensive coordinator, if some of your pros are using passing quarterbacks, hey, that's who you're going to want to coach. Also, I don't feel like you would have full autonomy if you came here. And the reason is, what if the offensive coordinator said, I want to get rid of Jeff Stoutland? Would we allow that? And I think there's so many limitations, and I think Philly does a great job at keeping good coaches in certain positions. But when you say, hey, come on down to Philly, the door's open, you can run the restaurant how you want. Okay, well, if you've been running a Philly cheesesteak restaurant and that is your best thing ever, and I say, we're going to switch up the recipe, is that going to be okay? Or are you just telling me it is? I think those are just a few bulletin point, reasons as to why being offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles isn't the most promising job right now. And I think we got to humble ourselves and as fans and our expectations.